Good morning. So this morning I'm looking at comments and I find a rude, disparaging, actually a couple messages from somebody, let's call it masquerading as a Christian. Love that. You know, that's what gives Christianity a bad name, is hypocrites, backstabbers, gossipers, haters. And, of course, you know, the ones who declare that today is the end of the world. No wonder people think, sometimes the opinion is that, they're way out there. Don't go there. I hear coffee. But before I go get my coffee, I gotta get my coffee. So, you can be here to spew your hatred and rhetoric against other senior women trying to get out of poverty on YouTube, and one in particular I'm thinking about right now. Disparaging comments about her will not be tolerated. You're gone, you're blocked. You can still watch my videos. I can't prevent you from doing that. And I can't prevent anybody from taking clips of my videos and, doing whatever they want with it. But I'll tell you something. I'm praying for people like you. And God help you. Because I know God has my back. And I know He wants me to succeed. And, some women really take things like what trollers do to them to heart. But I gotta tell you, I'm tougher than a store brand roaster, okay? I've been through way too much in life to let a bunch of scumbags stop me. Nobody's stopping me. I'm hot on fire and I'm just going to keep going. And I don't care if anybody doesn't like that I'm putting out tons of videos right now, because I have a plan. And if the plan doesn't work, then maybe I'll abandon it and do something else. I don't know at this time. I'm just going to try whatever I can to get out of poverty. $8.83 a month, it just isn't enough. No. I've done well on it. I mean, it's not like I've starved. That's obvious. I'm not living in a box or anything like that. I am taking a substantial risk in that I'm going to leave this and I'm going to jump into the unknown. But the plan is to get a better life. I don't know if it's going to fail. And if it does, well, there'll always be a plan B. There's always got to be a plan B. I'll figure it out. I'm not the type to end up homeless. I'll find a cheap state with a cheap room for rent, and I'll do that if I have to. So I'd much rather find a cheap piece of land and live in a tent. Not in the winter, of course, but... So, yeah. So, that's what I woke up to, and I blocked the user, and I removed the comment, and whatever. I like the block button. It's a good thing to have, and I love remove. That's a happy button, too. I wish they had a delete button. What if you could just delete someone? People that cause misery in this world, they need to be deleted. Oh, that's hot. I wish I could smell it. I could have sworn I smelled my coffee yesterday or the day before. I can't even remember what day that was. I opened that coffee thing and I knew I smelled something. That happens to me a lot. But sometimes I think I'm smelling something and Maggie says, I don't smell anything. I don't know. My nose broke. What are you going to do? I don't mean literally. I mean figuratively. Or something like that. So, yeah. So what do I talk about after I have my little, mini rant? Yes. making burgers out of beans. So those were good, definitely. I mean, I can't taste them, but they were good enough. What are you doing? You can't smell or taste something. It's like, that was great, thanks. But I say to Maggie, I say, I know this is really delicious because I can feel like she made this. She made this soup the other day. It had chicken in it, and it was very creamy, and she kind of like scrambled the egg in it and had these great noodles, like kind of oriental noodles, right? And I said to her, well, I can't tell you that it tastes delicious. It feels and looks divine. And it did too. It was so satisfying. I love soup. But it's Florida and it's been hot. Not in here. It's been overcast the last day, and it looks like today might be another overcast. The rain kills me. Thunder, lightning, rain. My back acts up. What causes that? Must be the barometric pressure or something like that. So today I'm going to face the porch one box at a time. I'm going to bring them in here and hope to God there's no cockroaches in the boxes, because that is the porch, and I do spray, but it doesn't matter. They often have said that if the end of the world comes, the only thing that will survive is the cockroach. I don't know. I've been doing some damage where cockroaches are concerned. Every now and then I find one dead, upside down on the floor. That makes me happy. I want them dead. Delete. No, don't go there. So, you know, just working one box at a time. Boy, it's a lot of stuff. Ugh. It's hard to throw away or like give away things that I know I can get $5 for this. On a bad day, I can get $5 for this. And I've tried to work before where I would only keep the things above a certain price point. But at this point, I would like to milk it for all it's worth. Because like I said, it's going to cost me about $2,000, if not even a little more, just to walk into one of those Brimfield fields. Yep. And that's a lot of stock. That's a lot of work. Right out the window. I wish I could do eBay, but I lost my account and they won't give it back. I've tried like 3 times to get it back. No. I could have done Mercari and stuff like that, but I'm just not up for the stuff sitting, and then you've got to inventory it. You've got to remember where you put it. I got too much stuff for that. You know, he was sick, but he was saving it in our barn for our retirement. We were going to go like just all over the United States, and we were going to sell and buy while we went. That was a great retirement dream. And it's gone. And now I have to deal with all that stuff. I had to deal with it in 2016. Well, the first year, I didn't believe it was real. I was like, he's going to snap out of this. Maybe it's just depression. And that July when he couldn't sleep anymore. He couldn't sleep. I thought he was going to lose his mind. It was horrible. And I had all that stuff to do. You wouldn't believe the stuff I sold at yard sales. Are you kidding me? I was letting the stuff go for nothing. I was just like, I gotta get this stuff out of here. What am I gonna do? I knew I wasn't gonna be able. I knew what my plan was. It was like, okay, cars first, credit cards after that, then the house, and that's how it went. But in between all that, I was having yard sales. And what didn't sell went out to the street. People got it for free. I guess that was my giving back to God. Just take it. Good stuff. And then during COVID, 2019, I just started going through everything, and I was like, nobody's coming to a yard sale during COVID. Off to the MVet. And that's where I brought everything except for one load that went to the hospice thrift store. But then I did have that one yard sale, and then all that stuff that was left went out to the street. I said for free on Marketplace, and no one came. So the garbage man came and he took it all. Bless their heart. Very sad though. They were good usable stuff, but go figure. And now I have to contend with what's left. No, I'm not gonna just throw stuff away that could get me money. No way. We had some pretty good, we've had some really good Brimfield shows in the past in our lives. One, we made $13,000 at one show. We had haters there. They hated us. We made good money. While they were sitting there with their, triple priced items, more than what they're even worth. Dennis was just throwing it out the door left and right. Take 10 for that and 20 for that. And I'm sure that stuff was worth more. Dealers went crazy. We'd have one box left after we'd have a trailer full and the van full, and there'd be one box left. Oh, those were the glory days of the 90s. Never seen days like that again. All the stuff he found, beautiful stuff. Yep. But that was then, and this is now, and I have to come to. This is going to be a longer one. Well, not really. I'm only at 12 minutes. So dealing with my crap and dealing with crap in general in the great world out there. But I want y'all to know I appreciate you guys so much. Those of you with love in your hearts and compassion and care. It means a lot to me. It's why I keep going. It's why I keep making videos. It's why I won't give up. Sometimes I think about giving up. I'm like, I don't need this crap. I want to go live life and have some fun. Then I think of you guys. It's some of you who are, you're stuck. I feel for you. I'm sorry. I wish I could win the Powerball and bail us all out. I don't know, sometimes I think hardship comes in our lives to make us better people. It makes you more compassionate, more loving. If you see some random drunk out there, wandering around talking to himself, give him $5. They say it'll take every drink and drug to get him to his bottom, or her. And what doesn't kill them will make them rise again. Getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. Well, I'm getting sick and tired of being poor. I don't like the feeling. I don't like not having extra money for this and extra money for that. And, oh, I better watch out here. And, oh, I better tuck it in there. Sometimes you want things you need and you can't have them. Don't tell me, lady, that I'm not going to talk about what it's like to be poor. I'm sorry if it tweaks your consciousness. There. No. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to talk about, and I don't care what they do with it. Tell you what they can do with it. Oops, sorry. I don't know. God's job is to forgive, figure it out, or rain down fire like on Sodom and Gomorrah. He's large and in charge, so I'm going to let him do his job, and I'm going to do my job. And my job is to live the best possible life I can, regardless of everything going on in my life, and that includes all my maladies and ailments, you just work around it. You tweak it. Okay, so I'm having several bad back days. What will I do? I'll open a box and I'll take 2 or 3 things out at a time, go through them, put them in another box, and the boxes are piling up in the house because I can't lift a box of a certain weight. I can't. I don't think right now I can lift 5 pounds. It's that bad. You know, I did all that work out there, and there's been too much rain, too much thunder. It's just hanging over the Tampa Bay. Lordy. But it is that time of year. It's our rain and hurricane and tornado season. Whee! And it lasts forever. I don't like leaving my kids behind when I go. I don't like the feeling of it. They're strong and they're brave and they're young. But Finn, he loves me so much. I miss you. I'm like, Finn, I just saw you yesterday. I miss you when you go to your house. It's so cute. I love being loved, and I love being missed, and I love him. Children are so pure, just so pure. All that love and acceptance, and they forgive you no matter what. Oh, to be like a child. I don't know. Well, I guess that's my morning chit chat for today. And I guess I gotta go open a box. I don't want to open a box. I don't want to open a box. Upside down. This is made for a kid. Get out of here. And I still have postcards to go through and mark. You wouldn't believe the... Never mind. Let's not even go there. That's something I'll probably be doing for the next 5 years. Unless I could find a very decent postcard dealer who'd say, look, I'll give you X amount. And just to get out of looking them up, I'd probably say yes. As long as it's a decent, offer. Because there's some really weird stuff in my postcard pile. Yep. Well, it's morning and I gotta quit talking and figure out breakfast. Do you ever wake up and not know what you want to eat? First I think to myself, I should scramble some eggs. I don't feel like that. And then I'd say, well, what if I fried onions and potatoes and then scrambled the eggs on that? I say, I don't feel like doing that. But maybe I will. And then I say to myself, you got to make those potatoes last another so many days. So maybe you better not put them in your eggs. But what am I going to use them in? I might as well. Sometimes, though, I just want a potato to go with those frozen foods that I deeply regret having bought. The Gordon's fish, they just kind of, I don't know what it is inside the breading, but it's kind of scary in texture. Now, the chicken nuggets are interesting. They stay firm. They brown up really nice in a frying pan. I don't need a potato with those. I usually have green beans or, can of green beans. I do have some frozen green beans, but I don't know why, but they're just not doing it for me. I don't want to eat them, so they're going to stay in the freezer for now. Maybe I'll make a stew with them. Why not? Throw them in a pot with some other stuff. Hey, I got that eggplant. I could make that Greek vegetable stew again. Remember the Sinister Intentions stew? I still like that video best. I have been through the gamut. And I have a feeling it ain't over either. Stay strong and persevere. As Dennis always said, perseverance and drive. That's where it's at. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Mwah! Even to my haters. Goodbye.